What's up, guys? Frank Fulci back again. Let me move this back a little bit. Another unboxing video, haul, collection update video. As you can see, there's quite a bit to get through here. So let's jump right into the goodies. Let's move this all out of the way. Start with the big one first. This isn't movies, but it is horror movie related. Throw this out. So I think for the first time, I showed off any Funko Pop stuff was just a couple of weeks ago. You know, I've been doing this all of 2019, and I've only started to show you guys Funko horror-related stuff. But I think that's because I haven't really been buying that many. Anyway, that's a good thing considering all the other stuff I buy. But first up, I'll show you the one. This is kind of horror related because it's a vampire / Dracula version of Batman. My biggest, well, I have a lot of horror Funko Pops, but as far as other collections within my Funko, I have the most Batman. There's like hundreds of different Batman. I don't have that many, obviously. I don't have anywhere near as many as there actually are, but I have quite a bit, at least 40 or so different Batman ones. Anyway, horror movie stuff. Next is Annabelle. So this is actual horror movie related. And of course, then we have The Nun. It says demonic in parentheses. I don't know if there was another version that, maybe there was a different variant version that wasn't as demonic faced. But anyway, those are the Funko Pops for this week. I didn't have to show them off, but I figured since they are related to horror, I would show them to you guys. So let's get into the actual movies. This one is one lonely one for the, if you've been watching, I won a contest for Shout Factory, every Shout Select title for the year. It's getting close to the end. I mean, I think I'm probably about 6 months in. I probably have about 6 months left, which is good because there's a lot of good Shout Select titles actually coming that I'm pretty excited about. Most of these I haven't even watched yet because they're movies I don't really know much about or I've never even heard of in general. Anyway, this is Shout number 89, just one, Shout Select 89, just one this month. That's Biloxi Blues with Matthew Broderick, and Christopher Walken. So again, don't know much about this. A very classy movie, a first-rate service comedy. So, could get a few laughs out of this if I throw it on. So that's nice. I know Shout Select does have a bunch of box sets and stuff coming out, which supposedly I'm getting as part of this, free contest thing that I won. So I'm pretty excited about that Abbott and Costello one. And there's a couple other ones that were announced. Next, this is pretty exciting. This is one from Amazon, the UK version, .co.uk. I don't normally buy stuff from there. Unless, if it's something like an Arrow or something, I'll buy directly from Arrow or Zavvi. Umbrella, I'll get directly from them, and so on and so forth. But for these, I could not get from Studio Canal directly, as far as I know, and I wanted to check them out. I heard they were good. Now, these aren't the cool, crazy, limited, special, ultra editions with all the extra stuff, but what I have here are 4K Studio Canal versions of Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter, starring Donald Pleasance. I do have the Scream Factory versions of this. I think there's a regular edition and actually a steelbook that I have. But I heard these 4K are actually really good, so I want to check out how it looks in 4K. And then up next is another Carpenter. It's Escape from New York. Now, I also believe they do have They Live in the Fog. I couldn't find those on there. There was a Fog on Amazon.co.uk that said no English version. Now these all have English. I don't know what that means, no English version. Maybe it's just throwing me off, and I don't know what the hell that is, so I didn't really want to order it and find out. So if you guys know what that's about, let me know. If you know other places that I can find these for decent prices, let me know that also in the comments below. Next up is a few more that I was waiting for from Zavvi. If you watched last week's video, you know that Zavvi's been doing this weird thing where they ship them individually. So they had an Arrow sale. Buy one, get one free. This was only a few weeks ago, not the earlier in the summer sale, but they had their 10th birthday, anniversary, whatever you want to call it, sale, and it had to do with Arrow. Buy one, get one free, and I bought, I think, probably 10 total, because or maybe 8. Maybe I showed off 4 last week, and then there's probably one more because there's only 3 here. But anyway, they've been shipping them individually, so they come one by one. But let's jump right in. I'll show you what I got, because at this point I forgot which ones I ordered. First up is Animal Factory, a film by Steve Buscemi. I didn't know Steve Buscemi directed, but this stars Willem Dafoe and Eddie Furlong. Yeah, don't know much about this, honestly. I just saw the cast and director and thought I'd give it a shot. Let's see what it says. Troubled youth. Oh, this case is all smashed up. Sick. Troubled youth Ron Decker, played by Eddie Furlong, is sentenced to a 10-year stint in the notorious San Quentin State Prison for a drug dealing conviction. Inexperienced in the ways of prison life, he's taken under the wing of Earl Capon, played by Willem Dafoe, an experienced con with the entire prison in the palm of his hand, inmates and guards alike. But as Ron grows increasingly cocky in his privileged role as Earl's confidant, is he in danger of biting off more than he can chew with some of the jail's more volatile inhabitants? Interesting. Based on a semi-autobiographical novel of the same name by Eddie Bunker, Animal Factory was Steve Buscemi's second stint in the director's chair. Oh, wow. And sees him marshalling a formidable ensemble cast, including Bunker, Danny Trejo, and Mickey Rourke, for a powerful and sincere account of the men caught up in the penal system and the deals they cut with each other and themselves in order to survive. Sounds actually really sick. This is Region B. I went to go watch a movie last weekend that I got, and my all-region player doesn't work anymore. The sound just doesn't come out. I tried different HDMI ports, different HDMI cables, all sorts of things. No sound emitted. I tried various discs and stuff. For whatever reason, that player, I mean, I've had it since 2014, I think I found out, which is a lot longer than I even thought I had it. So I ended up ordering a new one, and that should be here tomorrow, actually. I thought it was going to be here already, but now I can't watch these today at all. But that's alright, plenty of other stuff to watch if I even get to anything. Next up is Cemetery Without Crosses. You know, a spaghetti western, or maybe just a western, not spaghetti. I don't know if it was made in Italy. Oh yeah, Sergio Leone. So spaghetti western. It's nice to add that to the collection. I have a nice, decent amount from Arrow, actually. They put out a decent amount of westerns and stuff. So it's cool to keep getting those ones, especially the ones that I don't have already. And last is $5 for an August Moon. Should have not bought this because I did just recently order the Mario Bava box set, and I didn't realize this was part of it. I have all the Bava single editions, so whatever, not the worst, and I consider this a free one since it was buy one get one free. But this will remain sealed. I will probably end up selling this off. So brand new Arrow that someone could be getting soon. Last but not least, guys, the piece de resistance in this is this package that I forgot I ordered because it was months ago, and there was like some pre-order stuff in here. And before opening this, I believe this is from TetroVideo from I guess it's UK based, but it's Italian also. So there's a bunch of movies in here, and I think there's like poster or something too. Anyway, I don't really know because, like I said, it was months ago when I ordered this. So let's see. These guys put out some lower budget extreme horror stuff, which is not always my cup of tea, but I do have the first 3 releases of theirs. So I did want to kind of get in on the ground floor in terms of like collecting. I did watch, I think 1 or 2 of the 3 that I already have, and they were okay. You know, nothing groundbreaking, but they're worth a watch at least. I don't know how to open this. So anyway, yeah, they had, you know, if you pre-order their stuff, it's a little cheaper than the actual retail price is going to end up being. So I put it off for a while, ordering these, and I didn't want to wait any longer because I figured if I was going to grab them, I might as well grab them at that price. Anyway, that was a struggle. Look, more boxes and stuff. This is a poster, so I'm not going to open that up. But we'll see what the actual movies are, if I can find out how to open this box. at least they package it up good enough, you know, well enough to, you know, it's coming from overseas, so you want them to do this type of packaging, really. Oh, man. Bear with me, guys. All right, getting there, getting there. All right, so, wow, there's more in here than I thought than I remember ordering, but that's all right, because there's some cool stuff in here. So, let's put this knife away so I don't chop my fingers off. First up is the Unkindness of Ravens. A lot of these I don't know much about. I've just heard about them many times over the years. I know they're probably going to be super gory, not quite as over the top as like the Necrostorm stuff from Italy, but I know these are like pretty hardcore stuff. So just like similar to Unearthed stuff, probably even closer, dare I say, to the Unearthed 2 Extreme for mainstream stuff. I could be way off, but anyway, this is Unkindness of Ravens. I think this is, oh no, directed by Lowry Brewster. I thought I was going to say Domiano, but that's not the case. I think that's Doll Syndrome. Yeah, Domiziano Cristoforo directed this one, but I'll show you that next. Anyway, I think he has a hand in the label itself, and he's producer on a lot of these things. So, Andrew is a homeless war veteran who is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder from his time spent in Afghanistan. Something from his time there is causing him to have nightmares and hallucinations of violent creatures called the Raven Warriors. His hallucinations become frequent as the line between reality and illusion becomes more and more blurred. And there's some deleted scenes, photo gallery, original trailer. Yeah, again, don't know much about this other than the synopsis I just read and that it's probably pretty fucking gory. Next, again, one I just mentioned briefly was Doll Syndrome. Now, I think Wild Eye released this in the States with completely different cover. I think a misleading cover. But Doll Syndrome is an uncomfortable, mind-numbing experience and quite possibly a realistic portrayal of modern life hell. I don't know what that means. A mentally disturbed ex-soldier, oh, another soldier story, starts to stalk a woman in a metropolitan, almost inhabited city in the hopes of turning her into the ultimate living doll that he can keep all for himself and utilize to satisfy his lust and sadomasochistic pulsions. The discovery that she has boyfriend leads to a gruesome twist to the evil plans of the disturbed loner man. So these Italians, they need to get better translators. Obviously I know what it's saying, but there's words missing here and there. Anyway, I think these are all region, these discs. Plus they're DVD. By the way, I should have mentioned, they don't put out Blu-rays. They have this cool packaging stuff I'll show you on the next couple, but these are standard, they're standard version DVDs. I got them just to support the label, but again, this was put out by Wild Eye, and this I think has a release in the States. Anyway, the real thing are these. These are, I think they're calling them book boxes. Yeah, these are part of the numbered. So I have 1, 2, and 3 with numbers on the spine. I don't know if you can see this. This is number 4. So these other ones aren't numbered. They're just their standard editions. So this is Lucker, the Necrophagus. This one, so it has the cool box, and I thought they would have other bonus features more so than those, but looks like around the same amount. You know, there's a director's cut of the movie, which is still only 66 minutes, so it's pretty short. I guess the main version, which is not the director's cut, it's actually longer, 71 minutes. Oh, this is from 1986, apparently. Interesting. I thought this was a newer movie, but no, it's an 80s movie, so maybe an 80s low-budget gore flick. I don't know. We'll see. But that's number 1, or, well, technically number 4, really, if you want to number them. Interesting. I didn't get number 5, it seems, because next up I have number 6. I don't know what number 5 is. Maybe I just missed out on that, and that's why I didn't order it. But anyway, Expiation. And this is another one directed by Domiziano Cristoforo. He did Doll Syndrome, obviously. I think his trilogy, he's calling it. So that started with Doll Syndrome, then was the Torment, which was the Too Extreme for Mainstream Unearth's release, which I think is eventually coming, maybe, don't quote me, maybe coming to TetroVideo. And then this is the newest one in the trilogy, Expiation. A young man is bound to a chair and gagged at the end of a large hallway in a dingy building that looks like it is scheduled for demolition. At his feet, sleeping on the dirty, dusty ground, is a slightly older fellow with a disheveled appearance. Closer to the other end of the hallway, on a lounge chair, sits a well-groomed woman played by Chiara Pavoni. The man on the ground wakes and commences to hideously torture the young man on the chair for the entertainment of the woman, who keeps her eyes on them, with a cold, grim look on her face. She's holding a digital video camera, recording the men in front of her. It has bloopers, a festival premiere, featurette, still gallery, and original trailer. And the poster, I guess, was of this, because it says 500 hardbox limited edition DVD and poster. So this is probably going to be pretty fucked up. Yeah, so that's going to be... I'm going to be in a certain mood to have to watch that one. Anyway, the next one, Late Night Double Feature. That is actually the name of the movie. This is number 7, if you can see it on the spine there. Let's see what this one is. Again, this has a poster. So there might be 2 posters in here, or maybe I missed out on the poster. Doesn't matter because I don't have room for posters anywhere. Anyway, this is by 3 directors. So this is an anthology, or at least a double feature, as it's called. At a down-and-out television studio where dreams of Hollywood go to die, the late-night show Dr. Nasty's Cavalcade of Horror goes live to air, and bloody chaos ensues. In between screening 2 films, the cannibal super thriller Dinner for Monsters and Slit, an art house foray into the world of a human cutter for hire, the Dr. Nasty cast and crew find themselves battling off-screen antics, blown-out egos, and a deranged killer who refuses to stay in the shadows any longer. So it looks like there's like 2 main features and then like a wraparound story. So it could be considered an anthology. Definitely interested to see that. So a nice little care package. I mean, I paid for it. It's not a care package, but nice little package from TetroVideo overseas there. So that was nice. Nice little haul, guys. That's it, actually. So TetroVideo, a couple arrows, some nice 4Ks in that one. Shout, select, and then of course the Funko stuff. So thanks for stopping by, guys. If it's your first time, thank you for your time. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. Give me some comments below, guys. Have you seen any of these? Have you heard of any of these Tetro videos? What do you think of these? And did you pick up the new Bava set? Why did I pick up this single? I don't know. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. Give me the thumbs up, subscribe, watch all my other videos, and tell your friends about me. I'm trying to get this sub count up. I know it doesn't matter in the long run in my life, but it's nice to see that people are watching and pay attention. Anyway, until next time, guys, peace out, be good.